Do we know why?
Last week, I got 9. This week, I'll take another 9. Saturday, I got 2.
Well, she did. It's just hooked up to her at somebody else's account, so we can't use any of these.
All right, 2 spot.
Today, I want 2.
2. All right.
So
Last month I
yeah, let
got
me have Bailey call her. Just sit back.
22. I need to get 30 this month. Last week I got 4. This week I'm getting 10. Got 0 on Saturday. 2 today. All right, Mike.
23, 33, 9, 10, 1, 2.
Let's go.
All right, 1 clap. Zach.
15, 25.
Hey, are you with Bailey? Tell him to look at his
3,
phone and call
10,
Isaiah the tech.
6.
1 clap. Cooper.
15, 17,
I think.
5. What was the next one, Kyle?
What do you want this week?
What about 5? Sorry, 6.
Probably only got 6 last
You
night.
got 6 last week?
No, I got 5 on 1 6.
Okay.
And I got 1 Saturday. Got 1, yeah.
All right, we going today?
Yeah, I think
1.
10 was
All right, 1
season.
clap.
Yeah.
Caleb.
I got 18. I want 25. I got 5. I want 6. 0, 1.
All right. Maddie.
18, 25, 3, 5, 1, 1.
All right, 1 clap. Grady.
16.
Go.
3, 6, 1, 2.
All right, 1 clap. Corey. Corey.
12, 25, 3. And that's this week,
Yeah.
6. And cancel, so
0.
2 today, yeah.
Alex.
16, 32, 12, 0, 2.
What do you want this week? 12.
Let's go, yeah, we gotta fix that
Let's
out.
go, Al.
Oh, Alex and I are getting 12 finance each.
Mike P.
12, 25. I got 7 last week. I want 7 again this week. I got 1 Saturday, and then I want 2 today.
Clap. Cam.
13,
What's one
20, 3.
That's for a week, 6. 6.
What did you get Saturday?
Let's
0.
go, Cam.
I'm gonna go 2 today.
Ronnie.
I got 10 for the month and then 3 last week.
What do you want this month?
This month, I want 15.
Thank you.
What do you want this week?
5 this week.
How many did you get Saturday?
1. And then I got 1 today.
1 clap. Keith.
I got 9, almost 25. What is it? 1, 6 days a week. Bagel.
Let's go, Keith.
Brian.
Shake that.
6 for the month, 2 last week.
What do you want this month?
Oh, I want 10.
15.
15.
Well, 15. I think I'm good 15.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, dude.
Guys, look at your goals too.
Oh,
You need to, you need to
I was gonna
start.
say,
Factor that in.
This ain't adding up for
they
me.
gotta
Yeah.
coincide here, boys.
Yeah.
They gotta coincide.
I won 5.
5 this week? Okay. Wait, what'd you get last week? What'd you get last week?
Oh, me? 2.
2.
Your goal's 100, you need 20 a
Did
month.
you get
So if
Saturday?
you sold 10, that means you need like 30 this
0.
month to make up for it.
0 Saturday?
Yeah,
How many you want today? We're getting 2.
2.
Or change your goal.
We
Cole?
can finance
9 last week.
12 months.
9 last week.
No,
Sorry, month. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get 20.
Let's go.
I got 2.
Or you just let it go in 1 month and you leave.
Yeah, if you're
I
going.
want 6 this
As soon as it's
week.
200 this month,
I
you're
got
gonna
1
leave.
Saturday, and I got 2 today.
Alright, 1 clap. Colin.
5. 25.
Yeah.
This week, 9.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, it's small ball passy.
Wait, how many did you get last week? 5?
Last week I got 3.
3, go. You want 9?
Yeah.
Alright, Saturday.
1.
Alright, go. 2 today.
That was fun.
1 clap.
Sean. Dan.
I got 3.
Dan's gotta get his numbers up this month.
117.
Look at that install.
Alright.
0
Let's go.
last week.
100%.
Alright.
Hey, you're 50% close ratio.
120.
Work on that.
Yeah, but look at the.
Oh, you
Yeah,
son of a
this
gun,
stuff
too.
Wayne.
That's not even my highest MMR snitch.
I'm at 120.
That's not even my highest. 131, my highest MMR.
0.
Alright, phase on.
Freaking synchrony.
0. 4. 1.
Alright, and then we got a new guy, new Sean.
Sean.
Get up and introduce yourself.
Sean.
Nice to meet you.
What's up?
What's up, Sean? Where you from, Sean?
Joplin.
What do you like to do?
Music.
Play music. What do you play? Money. What's your goal? What's your goal for this month? How many you want to sell?
10.
10 of them?
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
All right, good started right.
Alright, so that means you're gonna get 4 this week. Okay. Alright. New month. Mike, you got the sales roll.
Oh, I got the sales roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is a good sales roll? I don't want to get a cheap one.
Very cash.
Yeah, for real. That is a good one.
Yeah, so the sales rule would be on your finance deals. So if Nate sold $100 NMR and he charged a $6 activation, he would have his NMR is $94. So $70 is the regular base for a system, right? He did $24 over. So how much money does he get paid per dollar over?
Is there an activation?
Yeah.
But you don't add the activation in. So his NMR is 100, but you minus the 6 off the activation. So 24 times 8, 192 would go on his back end. On that deal. And he would get his $100 for his finance, his $200 for his activation, so he'd get 300 plus 192, so he'd get an extra 492 of commission on that deal, as opposed to a regular deal. There you go, some sales roll.
Money. Nice sales roll.
Fine.
Good sales roll.
The sales rule is do finance.
Who's next?
What happens if my account
Who's next?
Who's next? If your account goes bad, what do you keep?
492.
Keep all the finance stuff that comes with it. The thought of the day,
After the 3 days? That's in your pocket. Sorry, that guy.
you're good. Thought of the day, you do all things like you do one thing. You do one thing like you do all things. So if you live a messy lifestyle, you'll probably have a messy work week. If you wake up early every single day and accomplish something early in the day, you'll accomplish things all throughout the day. So make sure you're waking up, making your bed, eating a good breakfast, putting good things in your body, going to the gym. Start your day off with wins. So make sure you're winning all day long. If you start the day off losing, you'll finish the day losing.
What's the easiest thing you can do to win the day? Right off the bat.
Make your bed.
Make your bed. Eat churro with extra crunchy peanut butter.
It's a push-up.
If that's got cinnamon in it, I apologize.
That was good.
That's good with peanut butter.
Really?
That's yours? Beautiful. Alright, who's next? Caleb? Cooper? Holy crap.
Okay,
You do this every day, huh?
so, hold on.
Run through this.
Well, the numbers.
What do you think for Mr. Cooper?
So this year, guys, we get a whole extra point. Like, we just get a point because that's something that Brad and Dan have negotiated for us, to my understanding. That's not something every office gets. So I just want to show you guys basically what they did for us. What is 35? Let's say you bank that point. 35 times 100. You do. Let's say you do 100.
That's $3,500.
35.
I did it.
So Dan and Brad,
Didn't use a calculator.
like, really, they just did that out of the kindness of their hearts. I don't think that they're going to lose people on the team or recruit people because of an extra point. But we really benefit the most. We literally get $3,500 just from being a part of this office. So I'm very thankful for that. It's literally just bonus money in my pocket that, yeah, didn't really do anything to deserve. So I'm thankful that they did that for us.
Nice. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That was a very thoughtful thanks.
That was.
That was also a sales rule.
It's also so, dude. Gold
We
star.
call it crates for that.
Yeah. And we're gonna pray and all give thanks for that right now.
That's food things.
Caleb, you pitching? Hey, how's it going? My boss gave us an extra point, so I get to hook you up today.
Sweet man, nice to meet you. Sounds like we did the same thing.
What can I do for you, bro?
Here's my, nothing much. I was just swinging by. I'm in charge of these AHG signs. You've probably seen them before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's just been wanting it with just like all the crime going in on
We've had several people come by.
Really?
So,
Who stopped by?
Just a bunch of alarm kids and stuff. We're good.
Oh, I'm sure. What we're doing is a little bit different. We're just paying homes to advertise for us. So we literally just
They
put this
pretty
sign.
much said the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
You
we're
remember
good,
who it
because
was?
we got our blink cameras.
No, yeah, no,
We have
that's
some
exactly why I
cameras
stopped by.
installed
Most of
themselves.
your neighbors have been wanting cameras. We just want to be the ones that are calling for them. So if we can get this sign out in the yard, what we'll do is we'll actually come in and cover the cost of some more equipment to go into your house, which is nice. Now I'm assuming you own the house here?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, perfect. Like I said, if we can get the sign out, we'll come in. We'll cover the cost of. I know you got the Arlo. What you said, the blink?
Blinks,
The
yeah.
blink over your driveway, but we come in and pay for like a doorbell camera. Obviously, like you're always.
What frequency do the cameras run off of?
Frequency? Yeah, I have to call my boss for that.
Call Cooper. He knows.
Uber for sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a better frequency than the blinks.
Okay.
Yeah, they're brand new cameras. Everybody loves them. But no, what we would do is we'd get you that doorbell camera. That way, when you're at work,
It's actually outside, easier to install.
yeah. So this is Spencer. We paid him to be out here today. Like I said, for you guys helping us advertise, you know, someone that helps us out. So yeah, we can step inside real quick since he's already here, and then
Yeah,
we
do you
can
have
everything
a
wrapped up.
card?
Yeah, no, I'll
I can
hand
give
it
it to
into
my
you.
wife, and she's kind of the boss.
Yeah, no, here, I'm gonna put everything on paper for you, and then you can show it to her whenever she gets here.
Big round of applause for Spencer, our lead tech. Spencer's gonna sit in for the meeting, and we're gonna bounce some thoughts off each other. Spencer, is there anything we could do to help you guys out? Or the tech side?
Well, the biggest thing is you guys, your jobs are mainly to talk to the customer, get us in the house. Our jobs are mainly time oriented. So like when people are wondering where the tech is, we get stuck really quick on different things that happens when you guys are selling the accounts. Like if we show up and you guys' DocuSign's not done, that's gonna add an extra 30 minutes to our time. So our jobs are very, very time sensitive. We gotta get in, get out, get to the next house. So when things aren't done, or say you guys sell a 3-camera job, one to 3 cameras, we get there, they don't even have access to an email, then that's gonna add another 30 minutes to our job, getting them an email, getting it on their phone, getting it set up and everything like that. On top of that, if you guys don't know if they have Wi-Fi, make sure they have Wi-Fi, because that just turns into a huge ordeal for us.
I ran into he had a smartphone, but he couldn't download Google Home.
So you do have to make sure that their phones will be up to date. If they go to download it and it says that it's not compatible.
Like really old phones,
do it.
or their storage might be full.
Yeah, if it says storage, you can go into their settings and actually compact the storage to where they'll have enough space on their phone.
Can you get the Google cameras on their laptop or their computer?
So you have to do the download on a phone.
Right.
They can get access to view their cameras on a laptop, but they do have to have a phone in order to download that.
Could we, as the rep, do that?
You guys would not be able to download it, just because of the fact that you're not there while we're doing the install. Now, if you guys wanted to come back, we could do it on your smartphone with their email on there. We can do it on ours, but that's gonna slow our time down huge. Because the way that Google works is we're doing our job with all the sensors and everything on our phone while the downloads are working on their phone. So the second that we have to take our phone away is taking our computer away from our job. So each camera takes about 15, almost 20 minutes to do a download. So if we have to take, 2 cameras, that's 40 minutes out of our time. That adds to our install time, which takes us away from the next job.
Just one thing to know for you guys. So ADT DocuSign needs to be done. And where's Pat? Pat knows all the culprits in this office in Indiana and Kent and OKC.
Most of my guys know all the culprits.
So we will stop scheduling your jobs if they see because Pat can see if DocuSign's done. And if DocuSign's not done, he's not going to schedule your job. Because we're having techs sit around for absolutely nothing.
I had an issue with that. Like I scheduled a job, and then I did DocuSign. You know, just to lock them in. Hey, tech is on their way. We're scheduled. Then I go to do DocuSign, and I sent it. And then one of the techs get there and say DocuSign isn't sent. And I was like, well, like we just signed it.
Right. I mean, there's a lag, right, between them loading it. It was. You know what I mean?
It was.
So you just need to call the office and have them push it through and have them look for the DocuSign.
Yeah.
There's just going to be a lag there. But that's why it is important that, like, hey, you need to understand that customer needs to be pretty stinking solid. Guys, you can even fake schedule it. Like if you're wanting to do a steak plant like that and say, hey, let me just see when I can get the tech here this afternoon. Click, okay, cool, yeah, we can get them out here, and then do DocuSign, then actually schedule it. I understand, guys, trust me, I've trained for 6 years, 7 years, schedule, DocuSign. But these customers are sold. So I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna just willy-nilly schedule a job and then be like, I'll be sold. Like, no, I've got billing, I've got everything I need. I probably have the app on the phone, which is eliminating a few of these problems, right? And then we're gonna talk about email here in a second because of SmartPay. But yeah, does that make sense? So like, there's gonna be a lag. He probably pulled up, he looked and saw, hey, it's not shelled, right? So he doesn't have an account number. These technicians can do nothing until they have a T number, which is the ADT account number. They can't do anything. They can unbox stuff. That's literally what they can physically do.
So we're basically frozen in time while we're trying to wait for this to come through.
Yeah, this situation, he felt like, he said he was waiting there for 30 minutes. And I was like, it was signed, like it's for sure sent there. And so like,
right, you just see me calling out.
Just call the office.
Yeah, eventually my phone was dead.
There are a lot of situations.
Wait, hang on, what was that? Hang on, stop.
So my phone, it was at the end of the day, my phone died. And so I just got picked up and so, at the end of the day, it was like 6 o'clock on a Saturday.
Okay.
After the doors.
There's more story. We're at not Saturday. This is Saturday. I had sold 7 that day. It was after that. Yeah, so, and when you guys, when you have a technician, like if you've done DocuSign and you see that finished page, right? We've all seen that. Raise your hand if you've seen it. Okay, Sean should be the only one not raising his hand currently in the back because he hasn't seen one yet. When you see that finished page, you know DocuSign is done. Okay. Occasionally, there's going to be a lag in the back office. Call them and say, no, I've signed DocuSign. It is in there. There's 2 places for them to look, and a lot of times they're only looking in one. So that's more than likely the problem you had.
And if your tech ever messages you saying that DocuSign's not done and you know it's done, call the office because what a lot of the time happens is you guys change something on the contract.
Yeah.
And what happens is that first contract that you guys started and then changed is the only one that we can see.
They can see.
So if you guys call the office, you're like, hey, I did do DocuSign, can you guys shell the account? Then they'll look in and see if there's an actual completed document there.
Pat.
I was gonna say, the shelling account and T number, those are the same thing.
Yep.
Right, if we tell the office to shell an account, they're making a T number for the account.
T number, monitoring number, shell number, bunch of different names.
Yeah, and a lot of you guys wanna like schedule the tech as a way to help close the deal, because if the customer knows that the tech's on the way and they agree to it, then they're more likely to obviously want to buy the system. But just like Dan said, I'm like, perfect, I'm gonna schedule the tech right now. It's either gonna be Spencer, Corey, or Nick, whichever one gets done first. I'm gonna schedule that real quick. I don't actually schedule it, I just tell them that I'm scheduling it. Once they agree to it, then I say, perfect, we just get the billing for you guys, I do the billing. Once they've given me the billing, after they know that the tech's gonna be there, they're gonna do it now, right? But if you go, hey, I'm gonna schedule the tech, try and get billing, then they object, then you're fighting for 30 minutes to try and overcome the objection, and the tech's sitting outside. And now he can't do Wayne's job, now he can't do Ronnie's job, right?
Yeah, it's just those little things, and it doesn't sound like a lot of time, but it ends up happening multiple times for the same tech in a day, and that ends up eating up 3-4 hours of his day. So then that takes out 2 of his installs that he had potential to do, but now he doesn't because he ran into those issues.
And one thing that I asked Spencer to relate to the techs is if the techs could text us or call us if they're going to be late. Because techs are annoying when we're calling them all the time, but at the same time, we've all had times where the tech is supposed to be there, customer calls, bang, you lose the deal. But you didn't want to be the annoying guy that was calling the tech, but you just lost the deal because of it, right?
Yeah.
So it would be helpful on our end is if you guys are running late, just shoot us a text so that we can relay that information.
So on that line, one thing that, like a lot of times you'll ask me where, like what the ETA of the tech is. I'm gonna give you a very general time. I'm gonna say they're on an install, right? They're going to be there when they finish the install. I don't have tracking on them.
Yeah, it's really hard for us to give you an ETA.
So and here's to give you some insight. So Spencer's a great tech, Corey's a great tech. Dexter, you have a ton of great techs up here actually. They're rolling through the job, no freaking fuss, no muss, everything's just freaking hunky-dory, and then some fetching outdoor camera decides to freaking just drop out. For absolutely no freaking reason, okay? Like, you have to understand, these guys work on a job basis, they're not hourly. So if they can do 6 jobs in a day, they make a whole hell of a lot more money. So what do you think they want to do?
6 jobs in a day.
They want to do 6 jobs a day, it's physically impossible now. But they want to do more jobs, okay? So I promise you, no one wants to be to your job faster than these guys. They want to be done with that job and get to the job. If they're stuck, I promise it's not because they're at a freaking like Baskin Robbins getting double scooped, okay? Like there's a problem with the job currently. That is why I've told you guys, and for you rookies that weren't here, when you guys are scheduling your jobs, hey, very, very simple. Just to let you know, Mike, Corey, or Jeff, they're going to be your technicians today. It really just depends on which one gets done quicker with your neighbors. There might be an 80-year-old lady that they're setting up and doesn't know how to use their smartphone really well, so they're going to take a little bit more time on there. We can't foresee those problems. So just be flexible with our technicians. They'll be here this afternoon to take care of you, okay? What time did I tell them?
None. This afternoon.
I don't tell them a freaking time. You want to know how many text messages I've gotten in the last 3 years from a customer asking where their tech is?
None.
0. I don't get text messages, which means I don't get upset customers, right? Who's gotten a text this summer? Hey, do you know where my tech's at? Hey, my tech's not here. They called you. Maybe they called the office. Now they feel skeptical about it, and what happens? They cancel. And they don't answer the door, they don't answer the call, okay? Just because we didn't quite explain the flexibility of the program, okay? You have to realize we're knocking on doors, fresh, cold call doors. Within 30 to 40 minutes, we have a contract signed. And within 30 minutes to 2 hours, a technician is installing their cameras. It's really a miraculous thing that we're doing here, okay? I looked at getting a Generac generator for my home, right? That'll kick on when the storm hits. Louisiana boys, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Everyone hopes to have one of those down there. You want to know what they gave me time-wise on the install? 10 weeks to 13 weeks to have their team install it. Okay? Like that, and right now in our society, like it's very normal. The brickers that are going to re-brick our mailbox, they said they could be out there in probably 6 to 7 weeks. Okay? So like what we're doing